Okay, so very quickly, instead of doing the exercise of the day, I wanted to touch base on this. Someone asked, what is the best way, in my experience, to get our brain to connect with our hand and our arm? My experience, at the hospital, they kept trying to get me to open my hand, trying to pick up towels and things like that, and it did not work. My thought process kept saying, please take me to the gym, please take me to the gym. The reason I say that is because my love, my passion prior to having a stroke was everything fitness. So the simple fact of my brain, I thought, listen, if you get me to the gym, I may not remember how to do things, but I can remember how to work out. And guarantee you, the moment they allowed me to go into the gym, the first time my hand opened up was when they put a 1 pound weight on the table and I grabbed it, literally grabbed it out of nowhere. So I'm going to say, what was your love prior to you having your stroke? Are you a hairstylist or you're a chef? Think of something that's simple to you, like everybody possibly knows how to crack an egg. So something like that I always tell people to relate to. If you know how to crack an egg, go ahead and grab an egg and crack it. Your brain is going to relate to things like that much faster. So not necessarily you're going to get it right away, but doing something that your body does not have to think about, it becomes a natural reaction. It's the best way for me to understand, in my experience with my stroke and getting back to utilizing my hand and my arm, was doing something that was more natural. I started washing clothes, trying to fold it, socks and things like that. It was not pretty, but eventually my hand started to move on its own. But definitely, when I went into the gym, I mean, they kept fighting me, but I kept saying, I need to go to the gym. And it was not fast, but the reaction is my hand first opened up from a closed fist when they gave me a weight. So if you are so what is your love? That's what I want you to find. What your love is prior to your stroke. What is something that you can do with your eyes closed that you did every single day prior to your stroke? And again, in my experience, doing something like that and doing that in repetition, doing that over again. Again, as a stroke survivor, we need repetitive motions. We need repetitive actions in order for our brain to understand, in order for our brain to pick it up faster. We have to do repetition because, again, we have the disconnect with the brain. So our brain has disconnected and say, hey, I don't know how to do that. But something like myself, I kept saying, please, I know how to work out. I understand you saying my left side don't work, but I know how to work out. So it was natural for me to go back to the gym. Are you a chef? Are you I don't know, something that you do that's going to be, listen, I can wake up, I can do this, eat, sleep, and all of these things that become natural. So whatever the most natural thing for you, if it's running outside, if it's riding a bike, I mean, I know those things sound outlandish because it's hard because your left, one side is affected. But again, I'm trying to think of something that's simple that you could do that involves you utilizing both sides, even though it may not be strong, but it involves you to actually utilize both parts of your body. Yes, we understand we've had one affected side, but something that's going to bring that engagement back to your brain is not even going to have to think about it. I remember I even tried to pick up a violin, and listen, I've never played that before, but so that was a little crazy. Or even I tried the piano, and that wasn't as bad. I've never played piano before, but the engagement of my right hand doing this, and it was very slow. I literally started trying to follow what my right hand was doing and doing this until I got those fingers to move. So things like that, we need engagement that, again, is not so complicated, because when we're trying to think too much, our body says, hey, you're doing too much. I can't do that. I'm already not functioning. So something that's simple and easy is what I want to say. Something that's simple and easy. So figure out something that's simple and easy, something that you actually absolutely love and enjoy doing. In my experience, that is one of the best and most effective ways to get our brain to understand and connect with those limbs that we have lost function in. Try that out and let me know how this works for y'all.